So I'm back on the internet, checking out some girls, and I see this Greek girl, she's pretty cute, like 5'4" or something. She's like, oh, I love bowling. We should go bowling and to the movies after. So I'm like, all right, let's just see how the bowling goes first, but sure. So I go down, pick her up, one Saturday, and I'm waiting outside her house and wait to see her, and I look over, and she's taller than me. Not only that, but she looks nothing like her pictures. But before I could say anything, she comes running over and jumps in the car. So we're off to the bowling, and I like bowling, so it doesn't really matter to me. I could bowl with anybody, really. But she's like, oh, I'm having a great time. And we had just got there. We just got there. And she's like, oh, what movie do you want to see tonight? I wasn't having any of that. So I got on the phone with my buddy that I knew was down the street having a date as well. My plan was that maybe I was just going to, run into him, whatever. Just so I didn't have to spend the rest of the night with this girl. So we show up at the movies, she wanted to hold my hand, by the way, the whole way there. Then I see my buddy outside the theater, and I'm like, oh, look at it's my roommate. What are the odds? You guys want to go see a movie or something? And we did, and I sat pretty far. It was a good movie, I think it was called The International or something. Good movie. But I never saw her again. So after the big bowler incident, I waited a bit. I screened the girls a little bit more just to try to weed out the crazy ones. Well, that didn't work. I'm in downtown Burlington. I'm supposed to meet some girl. I'm having a drink, waiting for her. And she says, oh, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Just wait. So I'm waiting there, looking around, seeing where she's going to come from. And I look over, and she's hammered. Falls over the railing. She's stumbling all the way over. I'm like, oh, my God. So she waddles her way over, just kind of falling all over the place. Waiter's all staring at her. She comes over, gives me this big hug. I'm like, oh, here we go again. So she goes and sits down, and she orders a drink immediately. She barely even said 2 words to me, and immediately ordered a drink. She ordered some kind of martini, and she gunned it back. Like consecutive gulps after gulps until it was all done. And then she tossed the glass on the ground. I'm not even joking. So then I get this call from work, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but I have to take this. Can you give me a sec? She's like, oh, sure, take your time. Takes off with my drink, What else are you going to do, right? So a couple minutes go by, and then she pops out of the washroom, and she's got her purse, held like a football, and she just takes off down the side of the building. And I'm like, what the? Is she coming back? What's going on? The waiter comes out, and he's like, hey, buddy, your girlfriend made a real mess of the washroom. I'm like, that's not my girlfriend. And that's online dating for you. And I don't recommend it to anyone.